Now let's take a look at how that simple activity fits into the structure of the 2x2 matrix. Again, when you purchase your initial $200 worth of groceries, you're placed at the top of your very own matrix. Then you go out and you find two more people who want to do the same thing. And with these two personal retail sales, you become a distributor and are qualified to be paid commission. Now remember, you're going to help Tom and Mary go out and find their two people as well. And when that happens, your matrix is filled and you cycle and you earn commissions. Well, what does that look like and how does it work? So now we want to take a look at how this matrix pays. You'll be able to stop and rewind this video as many times as you want in order to really see how this works. And this right here is where we're going to see how there's plenty of money involved in the matrix and why you don't ever have to pay more money out of your pocket to benefit from this system. So we're going to take another look at the matrix, but we're going to look at the math of it. So here is where you went to the top of your own matrix. Why? Well, because you paid $200 out of pocket to purchase groceries and you became a preferred retail customer. And then you went out and you found two who wanted to do the same thing. And this makes you qualified as a distributor with MPB today. And this is a one-time requirement. You don't ever have to go out and get qualified again. You don't have to be qualified on every matrix or anything like that. And then you help Tom go out and find Jack and Judy. And then you help Mary go out and find Jim and Sally. Now when that happened, you cycled, or the matrix became filled. Now when the matrix fills up and cycles, it produces income. And what we see here is that the matrix cycling is going to produce $800 that will be able to be distributed back to the company as well as to you, the distributor. Now some of you are looking at this matrix and you're thinking, wait a minute, there's 6 positions here. That's $1,200. What happens to the other $400? Well, that's a great question. Let's just take a second to look at how that works. What you have to understand is that you are always on more than one matrix, and that looks like this. This here may be the person that made the retail sale to you and gave you the opportunity to become a distributor with MPB today. And so what happens is this matrix here also is going to produce $800. And that's how that looks. And this $400 here that appears to be in your matrix will actually go and belong to the pay line of this matrix right here. So that's why your matrix only produces $800. Now when you cycle, one of the first things you're going to be able to do is decide if you want to get a Walmart card that was paid for with your initial $200, or if you want to have groceries shipped to you. Now you see down here, if you had your groceries shipped to you immediately when you bought them, then this Walmart card option is not available. The other thing that you're going to get is a commission check for $100 just because you cycled. Now this won't happen if you don't get qualified by going out and getting your two people. So that's why it's very important that you immediately find two people who want to do the same thing that you do, because this makes you qualified to receive this $100 commission check when the matrix cycles. And what else happens? Well, the company also pays a retail bonus on your preferred retail customer sales. And so what that means is for Tom here and for Mary, there's $50 in bonus commission that's also going to be paid to you. And the last thing that happens is $200 is taken out of this $800 right here to automatically prepay groceries and enter you into your new matrix. And this happens over and over and over every time you cycle. And this is why you never have to take any more money out of your pocket and buy groceries, because it's paid for to enter into your next matrix out of this $800. So the total amount that you earned for this particular cycle is $400. Now let's take another look at something else that could happen. And this has happened and is happening as we're sitting here watching this video. There are some people who came into this and saw the power of it and immediately went out and made all 6 of these retail sales. Well, when that happens, they earned $50 for these 4 additional retail sales that they made to fill out their own matrix. So how does that change the picture here? Well, this retail bonus now becomes $300, and the total earned down here now becomes $600. So you can see there's a lot of power in the initial matrix cycling, and which is completely under your control. Now another aspect of this matrix is the follow me feature, and it's a very, very powerful feature. And let's take a look at how that works. This right here represents your first matrix that we just looked at. Remember, you began this matrix with $200 out of your pocket, and this is the only time that you'll ever do that. Why? Well, remember, the $200 that was used to start this cycle right here, your second one, came from the payout line right here of your first cycle. Now, you did a great job training Tom and Mary, and so they're really working with Jack and Judy to go out and complete their own matrix. Now, when Tom's matrix completes or cycles, he's going to go to the top of his own matrix. So the computer is going to look and find you wherever you are. It's going to take and put Tom underneath you on your next matrix in your first open spot. Now, what the computer does, it looks left to right, top to bottom, looking for open spaces. And of course, in this example here, the first open space is right there. Of course, Mary goes out, she does the same thing, she completes her matrix and she cycles and she follows you as well. And so now here you are on your second matrix and you have another matrix to fill. Well, Tom's really caught the vision, so he goes out and he gets his two people. Because you see, Tom is building a matrix right here. And then you went out and you got two more. You made two more retail sales. And now your second cycle just happened. So let's review what happens here. Well, you can elect to receive another $200 Walmart card. And that $200 Walmart card was paid for with this $200 right here that came out of the pay line right down here of your first matrix. The other thing that you get is you get $100 because your matrix completed and you cycled. And what else do you get? You made two more retail sales right here, and so you're going to get a $100 bonus for that. Now, of course, you could have made all these retail sales. Now, in this case, if you would have made 6 more retail sales before Tom and Mary cycled and came over here, you could actually earn another $600 on this matrix too. It just depends on how fast you want to move. And of course, the other thing that happens is you get $200 that comes out of this pay line to begin your third matrix. And in this particular example, you earn $400 on your second cycle. And there go the $200 to take you to the top of your third matrix. Now, of course, the amount of money that you earn with any of this matrix cycling is completely dependent on your own efforts.